Good morning, good afternoon. If you catch this at a later time, hope you slept well. This is your host Tea Time, and today I'll be doing my first review of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series that's on Disney Plus. I apologize if my voice sounds a little different, or if I'm taking like a little while to like get everything out. My throat's kind of under the weather right now. I feel fine. It's just my throat allergies. Give me a moment. Mm. So I am enjoying it so far. I really am. Is it like 10 out of 10 worthy? No, it's not. It has its flaws with the TV series so far. There's only 2 episodes, and I think we have like 4 or 5 more. So I'm expecting it to get better because from the first episode to the second, it definitely got better, in my opinion. I just want to say I'm really loving it. Growing up watching Star Wars, playing the games, reading the little comics, looking at other people do their own version of it, I've grown to love Star Wars. I was never a Star Trek person. I could never get into Star Trek. So if I ever was in a situation to pick between Star Trek and Star Wars, I was Star Wars all the way. I loved it. Grew up with it with my little brother. We doing the sword fight with my cousin doing the sword fights, force everything. Like I'm loving it. I'm loving it so far. As when it comes into the TV series so far, it's I like how they brought back, of course. I don't know how to pronounce his name right. Erin. I hope I pronounce his name right. I really am. And Hathan. I hope I pronounce his name right too. I'm terrible at names. I'm sorry, people, but just I'm glad that they brought them back just for this. Like that was good right there. And they got the new characters. The Inquisitors. They're finally going into the Inquisitor side of everything because this is when the Inquisitors really take place. Like before Episode 4 and everything in the everything right after 3. This is all with the Inquisitors. Like stuff with Vader started coming up because that's when he started. Ben watching over Luke and everything. That's how he started. If you don't know, Obi-Wan's nickname during his time is Ben. So I just like how we're diving deeper into like the side. I'm not even gonna say side, but it's like more like the stuff that is still important, but not so much important when it comes to like episodes 1 through 9. So I also like how we get like a inside look of things that's happening with Obi-Wan, like because everything that's happening here took place 10 years after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and then it goes from 10 years, and I think it's like I don't know if they're gonna do like time skips in this when they get to see like Luke get bigger, bigger, Leia get bigger, bigger. But right now, it's been 10 years since Revenge of the Sith, since Order 66, and now we're seeing like what Ben, aka Obi Wan, was doing with all that time passed. Um, the reason I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 is because of the villains that we have and stuff with other characters. Well, one character particularly, in my opinion. Now I just said like I love how they're bringing the Inquisitors, like the dark Jedi basically of the Empire, because Inquisitors they're not Sith. They're not Sith yet. They're Jedi who was basically taken in from Order 66, and instead of being killed, they joined the dark side. But it's just one character. It's two. It's two characters in particular that's like the villains right now that I'm just like one. I'm just like, dang, why? And then the other one is like, I see where you're going, but I don't buy it all the way. What I mean by that is like I know I'm like okay, you have motivation to what you're doing, but I don't think you're gonna stay that way. Maybe. So I do suggest watch it. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I think there's enough here right now for these 2 episodes that'll make you be like, okay, I look forward to like the third and fourth episode. I suggest that. Um, so overall, I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it because I feel like even if, like I said, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I feel like you can still sit down and watch it, and you'll be like, I'm interested in it. If you're into like that, this type of storytelling, because the first episode not is action, not a lot of action really, but then the second episode, yes, we're getting more action and a little more development with things. Now, that's pretty much it of my. I'm trying not to spoil part of my um, review. So like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you liked about my video. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Give me points and give me your opinions of how I can make my episodes and my reviews a lot better. So if you don't want to get spoiled by nothing, if you're like, okay, he's kind of talking some good stuff, let me go ahead and watch the episode. Then you can go ahead and click off, and you can come back and you can hear more of my opinion as I dive deeper into episode 1 and 2. But if you don't care, then continue to stay with me because I'm about to go into a deep dive of the episodes. So 3, 2, 1, cool. So, like I said, 8 out of 10, I give episode 1 and 2. 8 out of 10, I give the series so far in general, because we only got 2 episodes. Sorry. Now, episode 1, it shows us Order 66 is being started. If for those that don't know what Order 66 is or anything I'm talking about, there's a dark ruler named not his Chancellor Palpatine, but his evil name is Dark Sidious. After he turned Anakin Skywalker, who was the chosen one, to the light side, you guys, but turned dark because of he wanted more power and he wanted to protect his basically his wife. He turned to the dark side and became Darth Vader. So during all that, they show Order 66 being started, which is basically like kill all the Jedi. All the clones that's been fighting with the Jedi turned to the dark. Well, not I don't say to the dark side, but they just turned on the Jedi basically. Now, mind you, for like a little more backstory, there's been a clone war for like a long time before Order 66, and the clones, who are basically like soldiers working with the Jedi, have been fighting the Jedi for a long time. So when they got the message from Darth Sidious, the main villain, before the Obi-Wan TV show, he was like, execute Order 66. Instantly started killing Jedi left and right. Old, young, women, children, they was all dying. So they show us like this decent little lightsaber battle going on, trying to defend the children and kill the stormtroopers, but mostly all the Jedi got erased. They got extinct. They got killed. All except for the ones that decided to turn to the dark side and become Dark Warriors of the Sith. Once again, they're not Sith yet, but they became Dark Warriors. So after that, they give us like a little backstory of like about what happened with Obi-Wan. So I'm gonna try to get to you guys too real quick. So, like I said, this TV series takes place 10 years after Episode 3, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. We had Star Wars Phantom Menace, which was Episode 1, Star Wars Attack of the Clones, Episode 2, and Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So I'm gonna just sum all that up really quick. Episode 1, Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan was a Padawan. He had a master, Qui-Gon Jinn. They met Anakin, who grew up to be Obi-Wan's apprentice. But he was going to be Obi-Wan's master, Qui-Gon Jinn's apprentice first, because Qui-Gon Jinn was going to have Obi-Wan take the trials to become a Jedi Knight. That's the stage after Padawan. You ain't going to need no teacher, not like that no more, right? Cool. So they meet Anakin, and Obi-Wan's master, like, he going to bring balance to the Force. He's the chosen one. So when he meets him, Obi-Wan takes Anakin under his wing because his master dies in a battle. Awesome fight. If you haven't seen episode 1, go see it. So after that, we go into episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Anakin's older. He's being trained by Obi-Wan, and they have like just they're in the middle of a war, right? Well, the war is getting ready to start, so it's just all basically Obi-Wan trying to teach Anakin the right way of how to be a Jedi, how to be good. But things happen to where you get to see Anakin slowly turning, like real slowly turning to the dark side, slowly. So in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the war is going on. So far, it seems like everybody's winning, but like I just told you, Anakin turns to the dark side because of power and love, and the Emperor makes the order for Order 66, which turns all the clones against the Jedi, basically killing everybody except for Yoda and Obi-Wan that we know so far. But that you know so far, I know more. So after all that happened, it gets to a point where Obi-Wan has to battle his older apprentice, Anakin. So they have a fight. I mean, right here, this part of it happened right here. And right here, as you can see, Obi-Wan won the battle, and he left Anakin for dead, thinking that Anakin died right there. But he didn't. He survived, and he became Darth Vader. Now, Obi-Wan still thinks he's dead at that point, but he's not yet. We will get into that later. So after that happens, Anakin and his wife have 2 children, Leia and Luke. Separate them to protect them. Leia goes to be with the rich people. Luke goes to be with the poor people. That's just how. I'm just saying like that, so I don't have to keep like expanding and explaining more. But that's how it is, right? Cool. So after that, Obi-Wan decides to live on Tatooine where Luke is and watch over him because people already protected Leia, the ones that they left her with, so because they know what's going on. So after that, 10 years pass, basically. So from that moment, 10 years pass. Obi-Wan is in hiding on Tatooine, looking over Luke, making sure he's good. He's giving him like, I think it's like a toys at times, and I guess he gives them stuff. And Luke's family know who's doing it, but they want Obi-Wan to stop. They was like, stop coming around. We want you coming around because you're going to draw attention to us. Because at this point, the Inquisitors, once again, the dark Jedi of the Sith, are hunting surviving Jedi. And some come to the planet to look for Jedi. So there's one Inquisitor. I think her name is Reeve, I believe. She's obsessed with Obi-Wan. She's been trying to find this man and kill him for like 10 years. So the whole 10 years she's looking for him. The other Inquisitor is like, you need to give up. Stop looking for Obi-Wan. Essentially, in 10 years we cannot find him. Let's focus on other Jedi. Which they do find one on Tatooine. And this Jedi ran into Luke. This Jedi ran into Obi-Wan. He was like, Master, okay, what are we going to do? And Obi-Wan was like, my name is Ben. I'm no Obi-Wan. You need to go. You need to leave. You need to get away from me. Like if you see in trailer, he was like, the fight is over. We lost. All the Jedi are ready to extinct. If you want to survive, go into hiding and don't come around me again. But they found him, and they killed him. So that was pretty much it. So after that, the Inquisitor was getting ready to leave Tatooine. But Reva, I believe her name is Reva. Let me see. I believe her name is Reva. She's still obsessed with Obi-Wan. She was like, he's on this planet. He is somewhere on here. I know he is. But they keep telling her, like, give it up. He's not here. We've been searching for so long. Stop looking for him. So she was like, I'm not doing that, basically. So she devised a plan behind the other Inquisitors to where she had, I think, pirates go to the planet that Leia is at and kidnap her and bring her to this other planet because she knows that Obi-Wan will come and save her because Obi-Wan knew her father and her mother, and she thought that they would go to Obi-Wan to protect her, to save her, which ends up working. But at first Obi-Wan was like, I can't do it. I have to watch Luke. He needs me right now. And Leia's father is like, but isn't she also as important as him? They can come after her too if they figure out she is the son of Anakin, could be a Jedi, because at this point Luke and Leia are like children, but Leia is already building a strong connection with the Force, while Luke isn't. Because at one point she gets into it with her cousins on her planet, and she's already using the Force to like basically read her cousin's feelings, because her cousin was like, "You're not really even our blood relative. You was basically adopted." And then later was like, "Oh yeah, well that's why everything you're doing is to get your father's approval. But you know he'll never look up to you, and that makes you angry, and you feel very frustrated and sad about it." He was like, "How she know all that?" But Leia doesn't realize she's already using the Force. That she just thinks that she can just read people really good. So either way, sooner or later they're gonna come after Leia, and that's when Obi-Wan was basically like, "I don't know if I could do it though, because I'm not the same man I used to be." Like, is that it felt like at one point Obi-Wan kind of tried to cut himself from the Force at one point, and he's also still having like PTSD of what happened with Anakin. Like the last person, I don't know, Anakin's like his first Padawan. And his first Padawan turned to the dark side, killed all the Jedi, and is now right hand man of the Emperor. But he still doesn't know that yet. Doesn't know that yet at all. So, but eventually he comes to it. He's like, "I'll go help." So the episode ends with him getting on a ship to go to the planet where they have Leia, because Leia's father found out that's where they took her. And that's how episode 1 ends, basically. Now, I did say it was like a little action there. It was. Like, in the beginning, it was like that other Jedi that got killed, he was trying to run, but they cornered him, and you could see the Inquisitors with their lightsabers. Like, it was pretty nice. I liked that. There was also a part in episode 1 where Reva, was about to find out where Obi-Wan was, but Luke's I guess Luke's uncle didn't give him up, so that was pretty good. Yeah, so that was episode 1. If I had to rate episode 1 by itself, I say an 8. I say an 8 just because of they summed up episode 1 through 3. If we're just talking about Obi-Wan, they summed it up pretty well. They brought in the Inquisitors. They're showing us and basically telling us what's going on with Obi-Wan personally, because at the end of episode 3, also, Yoda was going to teach Obi-Wan how to talk to his dead master, Qui-Gon. Somehow, with the Force, you could talk to people from the dead, basically, somehow. But even he's struggling with that. After 10 years, he's still struggling with that, because he calls out to his master at one point while he couldn't sleep, and he didn't get no response. So we get to see the young days of Leia and Luke. I like that too. You know, Luke's. If you watch this episode, Luke's already taken after his father. Like, he snuck off at one point and started doing like the pod racing drive, and Obi-Wan's looking at him, and you can see Obi-Wan's face like, just like your father. But then you also get to see the same thing with Leia, because Leia's mother, foster mother, she wants Leia to be like a classy lady, smiling away, because they're basically rich. They're like the rulers of the like the main people. They're senators. They're senators. And Leia's basically like, I don't want to be a senator. I want to go explore, climb trees, and all that stuff. So you can already see she has like an adventurous spirit, like her father. So you get to see like Anakin in both of them, basically. One thing, one thing I take away from the episode is like they had like a chase scene where the pirates are chasing after Leia to capture her. This little girl is not gonna outrun 3 grown ass men, and I think the other one's a female too. I don't care, she not outrunning them. And just one random security guard gets shot in the process. I'm like, okay, that could have been a little better, in my opinion. That could have been better. But we go right into episode 2. Obi-Wan lands on the other planet. It's like a busy black market gambling street planet. There's pirates, there's bounty hunters, there's kids trying to hustle, there's scammers, there's stormtroopers. Like it's basically a place for a Jedi trying to hide who would not want to be. But he goes there anyway. He goes there and he meets this other guy who's basically he's pretending to be a Jedi, but he's not really a Jedi. But Obi-Wan runs into him, meets him, and the guy chooses to help him find where they could be keeping Leia. So he goes there, and Obi-Wan gets into it with these two guys. And I like this part right here because this shows us Obi-Wan's skills without a lightsaber. He has his lightsaber, but I think he's still battling the battle in himself to use it. He doesn't use it, so he just drops the guy, punches the guy, does all that. I liked that. But he still gets captured. The pirates capture him. Like, I knew he was. Oh, they was like, the Dark Jedi told us that you was gonna actually come. We didn't think you was at first, but he did. But then Obi-Wan, he tricks them, knocks them out, and he finds Leia. And he basically tells her, your father sent me, I'm here to save you, let's go. But Leia's having doubts. I mean, 3 strangers already kidnapped her. Why should I trust this guy? He has a lightsaber, or you're a Jedi, but I really don't trust you because later on, she finds the bounty on his head. Because while Obi-Wan is trying to save her, the Inquisitors come on the planet. First, it was just Reva at first. It was just her. But the other Inquisitors followed because they was like, what are you doing here? What are you looking for? Did we tell you to stop searching for Obi-Wan? You're not listening. But she was like, Obi-Wan is on this planet. I brought the girl and he's here. They've told me. And I guess the Grand Inquisitor is like the head Inquisitor of the other Inquisitors, basically. He was like, you stay here. We'll lock this planet down and we'll find him. But Reva is like, nah, that's not going to happen. Put a bounty out. I don't care how much. Tell every bounty hunter out here that Obi-Wan is here and we want him. I want him. Bring him to me alive. So now, every bounty hunter is after Obi-Wan. They see him, they're shooting at him, he's shooting back while Leia's running away from him because she sees the bounty. She's like, you're the reason I'm here. They're after you. You're just trying to use me. I don't want to be around you. I didn't like this because it was like, girl, what other choice do you have? Like, Leia, come on now. You're a little smarter than what you look right now. Put 2 and 2 together. But at the same time, she's a girl. She got kidnapped, so I get it. But I was just like, no, I don't like this. I didn't like that. So Obi-Wan's chasing after her while getting shot at, and he's trying to shoot back. It's like a little chase scene on the roofs and everything. And the female Inquisitor that I was talking about, Reva, she's on the roof and she sees it happening. This little shootout between Obi-Wan and one of the bounty hunters lasted a pretty long time. And from how they had it angled, I was like, she should have got over there to Obi-Wan before the shooting finished. But she was still running, doing parkour flips and tricks on the roof and everything. That was cool. I liked that. And Leia's doing her whole little parkour tricks and stuff on the roof, trying to get away from Obi-Wan. But she jumps off the roof at one point and almost falls. No, she does fall, actually. And this is when Obi-Wan has to, reconnect his connection with the Force to make sure she doesn't kill herself. And he uses it and he puts it down on the ground. And then he jumps down right after and be like, see, I told you not. No, he doesn't jump down. He somehow finds time to get down there before she even gets back up, off screen shit. So when that happens, the false Jedi who was trying to scam people and helped Obi-Wan in the beginning of the episode, he sees it and he's like moved and touched by what he did. So he tells Obi-Wan, I'll distract the Inquisitor. You go here. This cargo port will get you off planet. So you go. So Obi-Wan doesn't trust him at first, but then he's like, what trust do you have? They locked the place down. They're looking for you. You got nowhere to go. Is it me or nothing? So he listens and goes. And he tries to, the false Jedi tries to buy time for Obi-Wan. But the Inquisitor, she's like, read his mind. Okay, I know where you're at. Out the way. Moves him out the way. So they get to the cargo. Obi-Wan tells Leia to go inside, and if I'm not back, if I'm not, I can say like if I'm not back soon, just press and go without me, because the female Inquisitor, she's there, and she's looking for Obi-Wan, and he's hiding, and this is when shit hit the fan for Obi-Wan, because as she's looking for him, she was like, Darth Vader will be pleased if I bring you in. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know? Anakin's still alive. And he puts two and two together like, holy shit, Darth Vader is Anakin. And that almost got him like found. But before she found him, the Grand Inquisitor comes and she's like, what are you, and he's like, what are you doing here? Did I tell you to stay at your post? We'll deal with you later. But Obi-Wan's right here. I'm gonna take the credit. And you can just sit right there. And she's like, bitch, what? Like, nah, this is my kill. And she basically stabs him and he falls. I feel like that death was too soon. If he's dead, I don't know, because I've read things like the Grand Inquisitor can, like, I guess move their organs or something like that. Or maybe he has, like, he's not human, so I don't know if he has like more than one heart or whatever like that. So he may not be dead, but most of the time in Star Wars, when somebody gets stabbed in the chest, they're dead. They're dead. I don't care who they're ceased to exist. But because of that situation, Obi-Wan's able to get on the cargo with Leia, and they escape. But not right before that happens, the camera zooms in on Obi-Wan. He's like, Anakin. And then boom, we see Darth Vader in his, I guess, like his healing tube, getting ready to put his stuff on, and it ends with Darth Vader like, I'm like, oh man, like that was a good way to end the episode. So I still give it a 8 out of 10 because the stuff with Leia was just like, I didn't really like Leia that much in this episode. And then the female Inquisitor doing the parkour, trying to hurry and get to him. Like she should have been there. If anything, she should have showed up right when the gunfight ended, but she didn't. So I'm looking forward to episode 3. Like now that Obi-Wan knows that Anakin's alive, what is his next move? Like, and the Inquisitors know he's alive. The Inquisitors know that he knows Leia. So are they gonna go back after her or something? Or like, what's going to happen now? And I like it because like I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't. I know so. I know what's gonna happen in episode 4 after Luke gets older. But as far as this, I don't know. So that's gonna be good. But like I said, 8 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys are also looking forward to the next episode. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you like about my video, what you didn't like about my video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. My links to my other socials will be down below, to my Twitter, to my 2 Instagram pages. And that's pretty much it. My next review is definitely going to be the next episode, which comes out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I will watch it. I'll review it probably Thursday, and I'll try to drop it Friday morning. So, guys, hope you have a blessed day. Stay safe. Drink your water. Take your vitamins, because my throat is like, oh my gosh. So just do all that. And as Obi-Wan would say, may the force be with you.